What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Hope everybody's day is going well. I'm Armin Hammer. You already know what it is. Back at it again with another video. So if you guys remember a while back, I think it was a couple months ago, they did finally announce the next Sonic racing game, and that would be none other than Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. So basically what this game entails is it's Sonic Racing transformed with the extreme gears in it. It's not a combination of riders and transform like everybody thought it was, but that's not really a huge problem for me, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to deter me from buying the game. But anyways, I'm starting to go off topic. So after they announced, Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, we basically didn't get anything about it for the past couple of months other than, a couple of clippets here and there. However, recently there were a couple of huge rumors talking about how SpongeBob and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, yes, the Nickelodeon characters that we all know, would be coming to Sonic Racing CrossWorlds as playable racers. Now, I bet you guys are all wondering, well, how the hell could they have made that happen? So, if you guys remember, the Sonic movies are actually owned by Paramount and Sega, right? And if you guys don't know, Paramount is Nickelodeon's parent company. So, something like that happening, it wouldn't exactly be too far-fetched, especially with how successful the Sonic movies were. So of course, that would form a healthy relationship between Sega and Paramount, you know what I'm saying? On top of the fact that Sonic Prime is set to premiere on Nickelodeon. After those rumors started coming along, a lot of us thought, well, if it happens, okay, cool, but did niggas really think it was gonna happen? No. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. However, this morning, literally as we speak, there is footage floating around on Twitter of SpongeBob on an extreme gear. Not only that, but I think one of the Sonic characters, I think it was Knuckles, somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, Knuckles was seen riding around on the tracks with a Ninja Turtles themed vehicle. The Bikini Bottom track is also confirmed to be in the game. However, I think I heard people saying that it was DLC, which I don't have a huge problem with that. You know what I'm saying? This is probably the biggest leak that Sonic has ever had. You know what I'm saying? Because we've never had something like this before where Sonic would cross over with Nickelodeon. You know what I'm saying? I remember back in Sonic Racing Transformed, they crossed over with Disney because, Wreck-It Ralph was in the game, etc., etc. But this is big, you know what I'm saying? This is very big news for this game, and apparently it doesn't stop there. Apparently Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender is also gonna be in the game with his own extreme gear, you know what I'm saying? Not only that, it doesn't stop there, bro. It doesn't stop there. Alex from fucking Minecraft is also rumored to be coming to the game. So yeah, as you might have noticed, they seem to be taking the CrossWorlds slogan in their title very seriously, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I will say though, they do have some really good picks for, Nickelodeon characters, because SpongeBob can damn near fit in anything. Let's be honest, he could really go into any archetype. The Ninja Turtles, right, because they ride on skateboards all the time, so riding on an extreme gear would be extremely fitting to them as well. And Aang from Avatar, we all know the type of character he is, and the fact that he airbends, so him riding on an extreme gear would be really cool to see as well. Now, with all that being said, this is extremely good news for this game. You know what I'm saying? It's looking very good so far. I'm not gonna lie. I can see that they're putting a lot of effort into, the whole CrossWorlds mechanic they got going on, all the new mechanics they're adding, the roster that they're going for, etc., etc. Because not only do longtime Sonic fans get to enjoy their next entry in the Sonic Racing franchise, but this could also pull in, you know, a bunch of Nickelodeon fans as well. Maybe niggas that grew up with SpongeBob, maybe niggas that fuck with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you know what I'm saying? I am one of those people, so I will definitely be buying this game regardless, because Sonic and Ninja Turtles in the same game? Like, come on, bruh. Say fucking less, man. I'm not even gonna lie. This could also bring in those fans who actually was fucking with the Sonic movies, you know, prior to not knowing anything about Sonic to begin with. You know, it's always good to bring in people from other communities to make an entirely new fan base, you know, dedicated for this game. You know what I'm saying? That's always good to have, right? However, I will say, I feel like if this were like a full-blown Riders game, you know, with Riders mechanics, Riders camera angles, etc., etc., if this were Sonic Riders CrossWorlds, you know what I'm saying, that played similar to the original, and they added all this new shit in it, like the CrossWorlds, the characters, etc., etc., I low-key feel like it would compete up there with Mario Kart World. Maybe I'm just tweaking out, but you know what I'm saying? And I'm not one of those old heads saying like, oh, this should have been Sonic Riders, etc., etc. Remember what we used to do back in that game? That's not what I'm saying, bruh. I'm just saying that I know niggas are getting tired of, you know, all these traditional kart racers coming out, bro. I feel like niggas want something new, and if they brought back, you know, the whole Riders mechanic that they had going on back then, I feel like this game would get a lot more attention than it is currently getting. You know, not that the game's bad or anything, I'm still gonna buy this game regardless. But you know what I'm saying? A man could dream, though. A man could dream. Now, I'm not gonna lie. If you one of those niggas talking about, oh, how could they? This game is gonna be trash. How could they have SpongeBob and the Ninja Turtles in my Sonic Racing game? Chill out, bro. Like, chill the fuck out, nigga. At the end of the day, it's a kart racer, bro. I mean, like, even if you were somehow one of the niggas that could possibly be upset about this, like, this can't really hurt Sonic in any way, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, it would be different if this was Sonic Frontiers 2 and fucking SpongeBob got all 7 Chaos Emeralds and then transformed into, I don't know, Super SpongeBob Corrupted or some bullshit like that. But it's not. It's just a fun, friendly kart racer with, you know, Sonic and his pals and a couple of Nickelodeon characters. That's all it is, bro. There's really no point in getting upset about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's nothing to really get upset about. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I think that, you know, the whole multiverse crossover concept is overused? Yes, but getting upset about it in something like this, like, it's really no point, bro. It's no battle, it's no argument, like, it's not even worth arguing about. You know what I'm saying? The inclusion of SpongeBob and the Ninja Turtles shouldn't really deter you from buying the game. Like, if you don't fuck with those characters being in here, just don't pick them, bruh. Alright, to be honest, all they really need to do now is to drop a decent price for the game. You know what I'm saying? Which, for something like this, I'd say would be somewhere around like $39.99. You know what I'm saying? Maybe somewhere around the $40 mark. I would say don't exceed $50 though, because, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna buy this game regardless, you know, being a longtime Sonic fan and all. And I can see all the effort that, you know, they're trying to put into this game, etc., etc. But, you know, if the average kart racer fan sees that, you know, a Sonic game with SpongeBob in it is over $50, they're probably not gonna drop the cash on this, bruh. I'm not gonna lie. Not unless they're a longtime Sonic fan like yours truly. Hopefully they show something at the State of Play today. If they do, then I'll probably add on to this video, you know what I'm saying? But I do definitely feel like we are getting some news for this game sooner rather than later. Like I said before, if nothing is shown at the State of Play today, it will definitely be shown at the Summer Games Fest, which I believe is on Friday, and Sega is confirmed to be there. Anyways, y'all, that's pretty much it for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. We really got Sonic, SpongeBob, the Ninja Turtles, Aang and Minecraft Steve in the same fucking game, bro. That's actually insane, dog. I'm not even gonna lie. But anyways, y'all, that's it from me. I'm Armin Hammer. You already know what it is. Love y'all boys. Stay safe. Peace out. And I'm gonna see y'all on the next one.